I realized this weekend that this art is going to have to be bigger than anything that I originally thought. So we're going to have to make more art, bigger art, crazier art, more wild, more extreme than anything that we thought we'd have to do. So we'll start by painting everything. Let's paint everything. The funny thing is, I started making all of these blocks and little tiny pieces of art because, first of all, it's a great promotional thing if you have the time to put in. And I just love the idea of making a bazillion of something. And so I put a lot of time into making these blocks so I could give them out to people to promote, all the bigger art. But I also thought it'd be really fun for people who can't afford necessarily to buy a big piece of art to have a free piece, little art maybe that'll be worth something someday. If not, it's still fun. It's still cool. It's great to get something free. It encourages people. We put encouraging messages on a lot of the blocks, which I really hope will help. If 1,000 of them go out and just one person gets helped by the encouraging message, then it's worth all the gluing and all the labels and all the painting and all the cutting and sanding and handing out. But the wildest thing about it is I found that when I try to focus on a huge piece of art, I overthink and I judge and I worry, and this is supposed to be so good, and what if I do this and what if I do that, and I'm afraid to go too wild or make mistakes or even trust myself. Whereas the little pieces of art, I don't care so much because I'm just making a million of them. They just have to have some color, and that's it. And then as I look at them, I say, oh, I want to do a little of this. I'll tweak this. Oh, that would look good. Oh, that would be... And I'm just purely having fun. I'm purely enjoying the process of making these little pieces of wood into art. And what that's doing is creating some of the best color patterns, the best shapes, the best of everything that I really want to do is coming through on the little pieces, and they're actually teaching me how to do the big pieces, the pieces that I'm going to put in galleries, the pieces that I'm going to present to collectors. So this is a phenomenal thing. I bet you could translate it to so many parts of life, that if you do little things nice for people everywhere, not even to be selfless. Maybe you could do it selfishly. Maybe you just give everybody compliments because you know it makes them feel good and that makes you feel good. So you're just doing it to make yourself feel good, but it's still a positive thing. And if you go around doing that to everybody all day, just how can I do little, they say random acts of kindness. Stuff that costs you very little, might cost you a little tiny bit of your time, a little tiny bit of effort, but not enough that it's going to tax your day. But just do a little bit of that everywhere and you start to feel so good that it translates into you doing bigger, nicer things for people down the road, and bigger, nicer things for the people in your life or people you come into contact with. And that just leads you, just, they say the downward spiral of, you're doing bad things that keep accumulating. Well, this is like an upward spiral. Call it like a hurricane. It's like, or a tornado, like it upward, it sucks all of the negativity, leaves it behind and sucks you up into this happier place where it's kind of hard to be negative. You just feel so good and you want to keep being nice to people and keep doing nice things for people. So anyway, take with that what you will, and hope you get a piece of art and get to enjoy it. And if you're someone who would like to try making art, hope you just let yourself do it and don't overjudge and don't think that the first one has to be great. Just throw some color onto some paper or a canvas or some wood in this case, and then move the color around and then add more color. And if you don't like it, make 100 of them, because if you make 100 of them and you just plan to sit them on a desk or hand them out, put your business card on them, then you're not going to overjudge yourself, and you're going to start to really enjoy it. Just straight up enjoy making the colors blend and seeing the pieces come together. So there you go.